I'm low-key faded, bro.
Highway?
Cowboys blood.
What's this guy supposed to be, the ultimate badass?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about 5 prospects that could be there at 12 when the Cowboys are up to pick, but they're going to dangle the carrot to try to move back and pick up some picks. You know, whether that's another second or, try to get multiple picks, maybe a second and a fourth. But these are 5 players. Here we go. Boom! All right. Yeah, man. So this list is coming to you because there's a possibility that the Cowboys don't have that many first-round grades here. All right, and for me, I don't have that many first-round grades. It's probably the lowest first-round grades that I have for this draft class. I think I have like 10 or 11 true first-round grades. So that being said, there could be that dangling carrot when the Cowboys' name comes up. Hey, we have this player. We know that a couple of you guys behind us probably like this guy, but we might take him. Maybe we don't. Maybe we will. But do you want to trade with us? Do you want to make a trade deal, you little twats? So that's the name of the game, right? This obviously is just hypothetical. All right, so don't get your G strings and this sorts of things in the knot. This is just a what if, all right? And who could be there, all right? So let's get to the list. Here we go. First player on this list, if the Cowboys are at 12 and this player is still available, Shamar Stewart, all right? The defensive end, athletic, off the board type of dude. You're looking at this guy as more of a projection because the production is not there, and I think that, to me, that scares me because that to me is like that high of a 12 pick. You could come out with a Taco Charlton type of player or somebody of that nature. We're athletic, but it doesn't equate at the NFL or with production. You know what I mean? So that would be one that if they're there, maybe somebody behind us will trade up for us and we move back a little bit. He would be one of those candidates. Second candidate here for dangling the carrot, McMillan. All right. Oh no, you're out of your mind. We would definitely take him. Be prepared, man. I'm just telling you guys, be prepared for some of you guys that have been super fixated on Anston Genty and McMillan to have your hearts and twats broken, because it happens all the time, man. We get fixated on these players. I remember a couple years ago, everybody wanted Kyle Pitts. A little further back, everybody wanted Aaron Donald. He went earlier. Kyle Pitts went earlier. He was a complete utter bust. So there will be these type of players that will be there. So this one, McMillan, he's a player that's discussed. A lot of people have their pros and cons. I don't want anything to deal with it. I think there's other wide receivers that are in fact better than him. I think what happens a lot of the time is people hear the name, and they jump on board. Oh, I hear the name, but they didn't even watch any games or any film or anything like that. Break down his bad plays. You look at the good plays, you look at the jump balls, but did you see some of the other routes where it was like half-ass running, or just couldn't get off the press? You know what I mean? He has that film out there. It's not good, man. I like Jaden Higgins better. If you want a guy who's a little bit taller of a receiver, a jump ball and has really good feet, Jaden Higgins is the guy. And I have that in my top 100. I don't have McMillan up here as a lot of these ass kissers do. He's a good player, but if he's there, dangle that carrot, give me picks, and let me get the real guy that I want to get. You know what I mean? Or who the Cowboys want to get. So he's on there. The next one, Tyler Warren. You know what I mean? Could you see the Cowboys drafting a tight end that high? All right, in the first round. That would be a surprise to me if they did do that. And he could also very well, he could be there at 12. So if he's there at 12, somebody behind us will probably be calling, like, hey, are y'all going to take this guy? If not, hey, we want to move up and make a deal with you. So he would be one of those, if he's there, let's dangle that carrot for a trade back. Okay, we trade away from him. The fourth one on my list, Armand Membu. Another one of these guys that people just jump on. And, he's a top pick and he's the best O-lineman in this class. He's not, bro. You have to watch the film and look at the bad plays. You cannot just watch the highlights, and that's what happens here, man. A lot of people, they Google it. First thing they pull up the highlights. And the highlights are not going to show the bad plays. You know what I mean? You have to be very objective, on this. You have to look at the good and the bad. And almost nobody looks at the bad plays. They just look at the highlights. And Membu, he ain't it, man. This guy, supposedly he might go to the Jets. And the Jets, they're terrible at drafting old linemen. Why? Because they have bad scouting, man. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be hired by one of these organizations because I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for a very long time. And Membu is going to be another one of these Becton, these type of, he's going to fit perfect with the Jets. But if he's there, Cowboys, dangle that carrot, find somebody that you can poke their eyes out and trade back and get some picks, okay? My fifth and final one, Omarion Hampton. All right. Oh, what are you talking about? We have to come out of this with a running back. How I see this draft class is, yes, we need a running back. Yes, we definitely need a wide receiver. But for me, wide receiver, I think you have to go within the first 2 rounds. And that's as far as it's going to stretch. Running backs, they do stretch. You can get a really good one in the 3rd, maybe the 4th, but it stretches further out. So if Omarion Hampton is there and the Cowboys are eyeing getting a little bit more picks and they have their eye on some other running backs that they brought in for the 30 visits, he would be one that you dangle that carrot. Would the Broncos want to make a trade? You know what I mean? Would Pittsburgh want to come up here and get a replacement for Najee Harris? You know what I mean? So there's teams behind us that if he's still there, the phone will be ringing. You know what I mean? Now, these are just hypotheticals. Now, if it were me, with that 12th pick, I'm looking to trade back. I think there's more value here, picking up more of these 2nd round grades. There's a lot of 2nd round grades. So move back, get you some more top 100 picks, and let's rock and roll. That's what I'm doing here. At 12, all these guys are a little bit rich for me. All of them. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm looking to move down, and that's what I want to do. I'm going to dangle that carrot to one of these teams and move down. Guys, let me know what you think. Continue to like, subscribe, and share. Peace.
Yeah, old school, baby.